Hey guys, I'm here with you. Crap. Hold on. I'm here with you, and we're gonna do something cool for this testimony blog. Let me get off put my tripod on. I'm gonna mix two things I love to do. Three things I love to do. So, let's get to it. Here we go. Yeah.
In the beginning was the Word, the manifest logic of God heard, unblurred, shining from the inner sanctum of the third. Unbroken, catastrophical quotes spoken from the essence of eternity's original notion. All things were made by his motion, and without him was no thing brought to being. All matter engrossed him. In him was life, and the life was the light of men, shining in the dark, but darkness didn't comprehend. There was a man whose name was John, he was the godsend, sent to point men to the light that on sight they might enter in. John himself was not the light, just sent to represent the true Illuminati that's kissed the face of everybody in this world, coming and going, ignorant of knowing he was in this world alive and growing. And though he made it all, they slept on him and kept on going. He even came to his chosen, and his own kin closed him out and dissed him like he wasn't known. But to as many as would get wide open and believe that he was just who he told them, to them he spoke in the power to become God's child, who was born God's style, in full denial of any human medium. No flesh or blood or brainstorm conceiving him, strictly God born. And the word became flesh and manifest in the midst, and we beheld him at his bestest out in none could counterfeit. And we knew that God had come down like Father, like Son now, true from beginning to end, good from the inside out. John knew what was up. He pointed him right out of the crowd, shouted to the people around, "Hear me now, this is the man that I've been talking about. I told y'all that one day soon he was coming out, the original top biller. See, I was just a temporary opening filler, but now he gon' feel ya, cause he's stepping onto the stage. And we all gon' feel him blaze and catch grace for grace for grace. See, Moses brought them laws and rules, but grace and truth came through Messiah, who is called Yeshua. No man's ever seen God's face to live to tell about it. The only son's the exception, straight out of heaven, immaculate from conception, is the one of a kind, direct God expression whose confession is valid. Now the priest and the temple assistants, and by the Jews from Jerusalem came way long distance just to feel John out, test his clout, and so they asked him who he claimed to be. John straight up told him, flabbergasting him, "I'm not the Christ, I know you looking." They got shooken, so they say, "What then, you Elijah or the prophet?" And he said, "Not them, then who? We're here to investigate this and must have answers, so speak up for yourself, stop dancing around the issue and answers." I be the voice in the wild places, like Isaiah says, "Move out the road, the Lord's coming through, make his path the straightest." These interrogators from the Pharisee sect were so frustrated with his statements that they tried to bait him in. "If you're not Eli or the prophet or the Christ, why you baptizing in?" John hit him back without retreating. "I baptize with water, those believing, but one is sitting in front of you and you still can't see him. He's the reason, the one for which I forerun, promised to come, exploding after my season's done. See, in comparison, I'm not worthy to untie his shoes." This was John's confrontation with the Jerusalem Jews. It all went down east of Jordan, the baptizing spot that John used to use.
That was kinda, yeah, it was okay. I need to do better, but I kind of don't have time to do better right now. I will do better tomorrow, because it's like 10:34 when I'm here. Hold on, let's get back to this page. Okay. You have things called say what? Okay, sorry. John 1:1. The Greek transition for word is logos. That's where we got the word logic. John was letting us know that from the beginning, God's logic has been at work and caused everything in creation to shift to the alignment with the very thoughts of God. Let there be. Devotional. Jesus Christ is the true light, brighter than the night I'm in. From our viewpoint, this universe is a big mystery, but when God began his creation, God spoke exactly what he had in mind. Nothing more, nothing less. Dominated by darkness, the whole of creation was moved by the cadence of God's command. Light. Light is movement. Light is energy. And light is... I lost my spot. Light is radiance, uncontained, and unable to stop. When Jesus moves into the neighborhood, John says, his very presence is like turning on the light. Not just any light, but the light. The same light that had helped make it all is now here to shine. Think about the moment just before the light came on. What would that type of void feel like? Cold, dark, alone? Then, BAM! There was light. There was light. How would you describe your life before you sensed the warmth of God's light? I would say that I didn't know about God. Kind of. Like I've heard of him. I was like, yeah, that guy's cool. Yeah. But I wasn't really like, who is this guy? But you know what I mean. I was like, I've heard of him, but I didn't. Describe the anticipation of soul waiting for the light to God to shine on you. What? Oh, wait, hold on. I read that wrong. Describe the anticipation of a soul waiting for the light of God to shine on it. Like I said before, if it's waiting, it doesn't know. Really, it just doesn't know that God. This is my opinion, though. So, sorry, my nose itches like crazy. Okay. How do you feel now when you face the unknown? Knowing God's in control of your life. I know it'd be taken care of. That's all I have to say. Okay, breathe it out. Write it. Journal about the first time you sensed God speaking to you. You know what? I'm going to leave that to you guys. Make a video response about the first time you sensed God speaking to you. Alright, well, I better go. Bye.